How's the voice doing?
It hurts.
Is that sick or is it
It's
yelling?
giving my energy. Yeah, it's been good. Camp's been good. There's the energy is there with a young team, and yet sometimes then the fatigue mentally happens as well as physically, and you have to make reminders and putting in new stuff. It's new for everybody, and a lot of these guys have never played together with any of these guys. So it's gonna take time and a lot of energy, and it's a fun task to be working at every day.
Do you put new stuff in every session, or how do you determine how you gauge that?
Yeah, you kind of have a menu of things that you want to get to by a certain point, but I would rather get a hold of something a little bit better before moving on to the next thing. And I'm always wanting to put more stuff in and then holding myself back so that we can try to master something, especially with a younger group, to keep. You don't get a choice of making 6 cuts. You get to make this cut or this cut, and then this guy, makes his cut. So it just takes time.
Look at this roster. It looks like it's born to run. I mean, all of your bigs are slight, a lot of speedy guards.
Yep. Zach is fired up about running. we just tell Zebo, just you get the rebound, you huck it, we'll go like heck, and if we don't have anything, then hey, we'll bring it over to the big fella. So yeah, we are, and we're just trying to run in a way that gives space to our speedy guards, and then also that the bigs, they can run not just down the middle of the floor, A, because they're able to get out and run wider and use their length and athleticism, and B, opening up that space for our guards to make plays. And early it's not going to look great. It does take some time, and I think we all know games are won in the half court in the last 6 minutes, so you want to be able to execute and lay that down too. So guys are learning, and it's a little bit different for some guys. Yeah.
How does Scal fit in that? I know he seems pretty comfortable when he's able to face up and get out and run. Just how is he picking up on everything right now?
He's been good. He's done a lot of work this summer. Work stays after, gets here early. He's always, he wants to be good. We say that about a lot of guys, but he really does want to be good. So he spent a lot of time at it, and hopefully it'll show. And we also have to remember he won't be a finished product this year either. It's 3. Whatever number of years from now, where he becomes and fills into his body completely. What I think I've noticed with him too is I was giving him grief the other day. We buffed him up pretty good coming into camp last year, and by the end of the first week, he was back to, he's buffed up, and he kept it throughout summer league and the running and all those things. He hasn't, in the grind of a season, you're going to get smaller, but he's keeping that strength on.
Did you, your years through, Memphis, you have the bigs, you played through them a lot. Your CBA days, did you have a combination of different type of teams, big teams, smaller teams? And do you have more preference for the style of play? Do you like to run? Do you like the...
Yeah, it's a good question because, generally in the minors, you're not going to see a 6'10", really, really talented with the ball guy, because he's probably then playing on a different roster, not in your league. So then is it better to play a 6'10", 7-foot guy, athletic but unskilled, versus a 6'8" guy who is skilled? Mm-hmm. And so there was times where we'd play a 6'8" guy who's skilled as a center and then play a stretch guy. There was times at different courses of guys coming and going where you do have to play some 3 out, 2 in, but by and large, it was generally a 4 out system.